From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning, this is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Thursday, July 18th. Let's get right into the stories. First up, happening today, Governor Jim Pillen is set to reveal the plan he's been working on for the next week's special session on property taxes. At 10 a.m., Pillen is set to hold a press conference at the Capitol, and we'll be there too. We plan on streaming this as well on 1011now.com and our 1011 Now app. Property taxes have been a focal point in Pillen's administration, but so far this plan in draft form has been getting pushback on the issue. Now, story number 2. A pair of Nebraska laws giving felons the chance to vote are in question. LB 53, passed in 2005, established a 2-year waiting period before felons could regain their voting rights. LB 20, passed in this past session, aimed to restore voting rights to felons immediately after completing their sentences. State's Attorney General Mike Hilgers says both violate the separation of powers clause in the state's constitution, and only the Board of Pardons can restore the right to each person. The ACLU is firing back, though, in a statement saying, quote, "We refuse to accept thousands of Nebraskans having their voting rights stripped away." Our third story, an update on a crash from a couple of months ago that ended up killing a 49-year-old man from Lincoln. The woman behind the wheel of the other car in this accident is now being charged for her role in the wreck. 84-year-old Patricia Hybe is facing a misdemeanor charge of motor vehicle homicide. On May 29th, investigators say she was backing out of a driveway near Southwest 84th and West A when 49-year-old James Springer ran into her with his truck and trailer. He was pronounced dead at the scene. To Grand Island now, 2 boys were taken into custody after assaulting police officers while under the influence of alcohol. On Tuesday, Grand Island police tried to detain one boy who began pulling away and would kick one of the officers several times. He's now in a juvenile detention facility for assault on a police officer and other charges. And this is actually the same boy cited for speeding through Grand Island on Monday without a driver's license and avoiding arrest. The other boy involved is facing terroristic threats after threatening to kill the officers and their families, but he was eventually released back with his parents. And ending things off with some lighter news, the Leeds Center for Performing Arts is kicking off their fall lineup of shows with tickets going on sale today at 11 a.m. This includes Dear Evan Hansen, Little Mermaid, and Back to the Future. Some dates to mention: Back to the Future is from October 8th through the 13th, and Little Mermaid is from November 12th through the 17th. Most important thing to keep in mind is to avoid ticket scammers. Just head to their website, leedscenter.org, or go to the building in person. We're now going to toss over to weather with our own meteorologist, Bill Rentschler. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Should be another beautiful day, Craig. Again, oh my gosh, it was so nice outside last night. I know you were probably asleep again.
Yeah.
But beautiful night last night. It should be another really nice July day today. Highs going to be in the low to mid 80s for most of the state. A little bit hotter as you get in the far west. And we should mainly be dry. There will be a chance for a storm or two probably in the western third of the state today. But looking like another really nice Thursday. 84 for a high here today in Lincoln, 82 in Grand Island, upper 80s in North Platte. And then temperatures continue to kind of fall from there as we head Friday into the weekend. Again, Friday a little bit warmer, upper 80s, but then upper 70s Saturday and then mid 70s on Sunday. Again, for July, you don't get high temperatures in the mid 70s all that often, and again, a lot of that's going to be because we're going to have a chance for clouds and rain as we head through the weekend. So again, keep an eye on that weekend forecast. Wouldn't cancel any weekend plans, but again, certainly I would keep an eye on it. Threat for some rain that could impact weekend plans.
I'm loving the cools and those lows, but an important heads up towards this weekend. So thank you for that, Bill.
Absolutely.
And thank you for joining us here on the Morning Pulse. Be sure to come back to the streaming desk tomorrow.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.